Today, we are going to counsel Miss M. Kelly. Her age, she's 40 year old. She's a 40-year-old single mom, uh, experiencing manic depression and anxiety. The client that has been evaluated today, uh, client is expressing depression and suicidal thoughts, effects, and moods that show anxiety and depression moods. Um, the client is in fear of dying, is terrified, scared, and fears the worst is happening. The client feels that she is guilty most of the time, that she uh, doesn't have much energy to. She's feeling tired, and all the time she indicates that she's having thoughts of suicide, and even though she has yet to commit any suicidal efforts. On today, the scriptures that I have for her is scripture Ecclesiastes 4 1 through 3. So I turned and considered all oppressions that are done under the sun, and behold the tears of such as were oppressed, and they had no comforter. And on the side of their oppressor there was power, but they had no comforter. These verses here clearly speak on oppression. Uh, the oppression of the world can be overwhelming. Uh, we all can be overwhelmed when issues of life come upon us. You know, sometimes they come upon us and we don't exactly know why or what to do at the time. Sometimes our mind can, take us to different areas and have us to contemplate on contemplate on uh, leaving this side, and sometimes we just don't know what to do. Um, I also know that uh, uh, some uh, situations can drain you of your spirit, of being inspirational at some time. And when those things happens, we can be overwhelmed. And but I also know that sometimes we can be overly excessive in our life, gathering things, and not balancing out our lives as we should. Um, so, uh, my thought is, sometimes we have to uh, know what we do have to know is that God is a good God. He's not a God of confusion. He's not a God that will give you more than what you can carry. He's a God that uh, will help you in all situations. Uh, it also says that no weapon formed against us shall prosper. Isaiah 54 and 17. And just know that God is in control. God is all knowing, He's all seeing. He knows everything that happens to us. He knows everything that is going on with us. Um, but the but you have to keep your faith. You have to keep your faith in God and knowing that He will take care of you. He will comfort you. He will give you the joy and the peace that you are looking for. Also, we have to build our relationship with God daily. This is also a great relief for a person that is overwhelmed with different things in life. And it says, no substance is the things hoped for. Now substance is the thing hoped for. The evidence of things not seen. That's holding on to your faith. We can't see what's going on, but God sees what's going on. And just know that He's in the forefront working it out for you. You just have to keep your faith and you have to stay holding on. And know that God is our refuge. He is the one that we can go to and talk to about anything. Even if we have questions, if we have questions, it's okay to ask God if you have any questions. Just know that He will answer you. He will answer. You sometimes the answer may be yes, sometimes it may be no. It may be wait, but knowing that whatever issue or situation you're in, knowing that God is there and He will comfort you. Psalms 46:1 says, God is our refuge and strength and a very present help in trouble. So when we go through these troubled times, just go to God. Go to God. He will. He's always there to listen. Because sometimes we run to others, and others that haven't experienced what we experience most definitely cannot help us. Even those that may have experience, they've also had to find resolution also. But my advice is the best resolution is God. God is there for you. And for your suicidal thoughts, Ecclesiastes 7:17 says, do not be excessively wicked, and do not be a fool. Why should you die before your time? Being overly excessive, being overwhelmed, can make your thoughts, your mental state just burst. Your mental state just go in all type of ways. You get to thinking on this, or that. And sometimes our thoughts gear us to say, I just don't want to be here no more. I'm tired. I can, only if I, but God is not a God of fear. He's not a God of fear. He's not a God that will drive you to self-infliction, or not only self-infliction, but to mentally confuse you in any type of way. God is not that good. Not that person. He's a God that would love for you to talk to Him and ask Him questions so He can help you resolve the issues that you're having. The burdens that we carry, take them to God. And pray. Take them to God in prayer. Matthews 11:30. 2 Corinthians 1:8 speaks of affliction and serious illness. Mentally you can go into a depression state, and it can be a serious illness. So I suggest that you would go to God and let Him help you in your resolution. Also, Proverbs 10:27 says, "Fear the Lord. The fear of the Lord prolongs life, but the years of the wicked will be shortened." We have to live in moderation and not excessively. We have to be in moderation to where we can balance out our lives. Um, that way, we won't be so overwhelmed with different situations. That we won't be so overwhelmed in family life, in your home. That way, when you're balancing out, that means every portion of your life get a good portion of balance. You know, we sometimes we just we can be overly excessive to where, you know, we can just burden ourselves down with a lot that we do. Matthew 16 and 26 also speaks of, you know, gaining the world. You know, what's in the world that really helps us to be joyful? Everything up under the sun is meaningless. You know, we need God. You know, it says, what if you gain the world and lose your soul? I mean, things of the world, they're like the wind. You know, it they're everywhere. That you never know where you would land. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 says, trust in the Lord and lean not unto your own understanding. Put God first. Let him be your focus. Go to him in prayer and pray to him. Make your request known unto him so you can have rest, so you can have peace, so you can have joy. So you can live in comfort with God. Okay, Miss Kelly, this concludes our session for today. I'm glad you came in, and I pray that your time with God, that you would consider spending more time with God, and that way you can be able to balance out your life, and that you would be able to have more peace and comfort in your life. Thank you for coming in.